Building your network and networking with like-minded individuals has been a huge thing for our small business as we started and grew. Over the last 7 years, without that network and having those different referrals and people that were in the community, it's unlikely that we would have succeeded and gotten to this point. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what that looked like for us and our kind of journey around that, as well as I've done some research on articles and some positives around building your network and what that can provide for you. So let's kind of talk through a couple of the bullet points on these different articles. I'll read those and then we'll talk through how that's helped us in our business. So your network becomes a resource when you're looking for different avenues and how you can provide resources for your members, your community. You have those connections, those relationships built. It helps build your brand. At the end of the day, you're providing a product or a service and you need to be able to have solutions for them. And ideally, if you can provide kind of a hub and then the spokes that are off of that hub, if you have connections and relationships, it really helps in building your brand. That's going to be the same around widening your sphere of influence, really having those networks and relationships, friends, family, that are able to provide and put out your information to others. It forces you to keep an open mind. Look, a lot of us that are prior service, military, veterans, and or first responders were type A, and we're about kicking down doors and then figuring it out on the way. We're going to jump out of a plane and build the plane on the way down, those types of people. But sometimes you got to understand that you don't always have the answers. And networking with others that are in the community and others that have done what you're trying to do, they're going to have already had some of the struggles that you're looking at potentially having or don't even know that you're going to have, and they've already worked through some of your problems that you've got. So have an open mind. They may be able to provide some insight that you may not have thought of. That was the case for us, and I'll talk on that. Having self-awareness, being able to practice your pitch, some call that the elevator pitch. Satisfaction and helping others through their troubles that they've got allows you to make new friends. Look, if you've got the same ideas, same experiences that you're trying to work through and goals that you're trying to get through, there's naturally going to be some friendships built around that. So one other thing I'm going to kind of go through here. So ability to share knowledge, that's a huge one. Bouncing those ideas off of other people's and their life experiences. Referrals, other opportunities or partnerships, and the ability to build your reputation, motivation and confidence gained by others, potential for a lead gen, and then like-minded people. So you hear kind of some similarities there between a couple different articles. For us, we were able to build a product or service, and this is one of those things that business owners don't always think of. You may have a great product or service, but if nobody knows about it, it does no good. You've got to be able to have marketing. You've got to have, in my opinion, some paid advertising out there, but also building your network out there, because when you're getting started, the funds are typically low. You don't have the funds to do a ton of paid marketing, so you've got to build upon that network, that referral relationship. And for us, that's what we did. Our software, our CRM, we were in Facebook groups, we were in forums, we were building that relationship with other people that were in the community, talking about what we had to offer and some of the different experiences that our users had and some input they provided, how we solved those problems. And then they would reach out to us oftentimes and ask, what does this look like? What does it cost? Can they just sign up? Do we have a referral link? Do we get paid if we offer any of these services? And some of the times they want to get paid, and some of the times they just want to provide the connection, and they don't want to have the referral back and forth, and they would rather not have the referral back and forth. So those are some of the things that have happened for us. The first year or two, those referrals helped our business explode. We went from just getting bootstrap started, where we had 20 different beta users telling us kind of what they wanted, and then within the first year we had 200 plus users, and we've grown to this point of a couple thousand users. And there was no way that would have happened without getting the word out and having that relationship built with others that were in the community. As we built that relationship, then it was important to not only provide the product or service, but provide the support behind it as well. When people have a product or service that they're paying for, especially on a monthly basis, they want to know that they can reach support if they have problems. There's somebody that they can talk to. We set up Facebook groups for our members. That's a private Facebook group. They're able to get on a call every week on Zoom and ask questions, open forum, live on a Zoom, and see stuff visually. And between that, they also have a training portal. They have a email address that creates support tickets, and we have a full-time support staff that is able to talk back and forth and get through those different issues and problems and solve them. Building that reputation that we are here and we are going to provide the service, and if they do have questions or concerns, they're going to get an answer to them. So that's one thing. Now, on the other flip side of it, if they're providing us referrals, we should be going out of our way, assuming that they have a great product or service. If they're sending us people, we need to be talking about their product or service and providing connections for those that are looking for their product or service. If we are offering a referral, paying that referral is going to be an important thing too. Being a part of, hey, I said I would do this, now I'm actually doing it, that goes a long ways. Unfortunately, this day and age, there's a whole lot of saying certain things and then people don't necessarily deliver. If you're the one that is saying and delivering and doing it on a consistent basis, you're going to be different than most and be able to continue to build that relationship of providing something that you said you would. If you have questions, concerns around this stuff, you certainly can reach out. We've got obviously our website, lifeafterserving.com. We do have different socials, YouTube channel, Life After Serving. TikTok is going to be Donald Ross _LAS. We do have Twitter and then Facebook, Donald Ross, Life After Serving as well. So reach out to us. We do have different avenues and different networks as well. If you have something that you're interested in kind of talking to us about, maybe there's a good connection or relationship that we can build. If you have products or services around resources for veterans or first responders, I'd love to have you reach out. We do have the email, lifeafterserving@gmail.com. You can reach out and we can talk about maybe what that looks like and see if we can't build some type of connection relationship around your product or service. All right, guys, take care.